Check in with our friends over at Moncus Park. Mark is joining us virtually in the Cajun Prairie. Mark, you have a handful of wildflowers. What you got for us today?
How about this? These are all the flowers that you'll find blooming in our Cajun Prairie. So we've got some late summer blue aster, some native swamp sunflower. This is called late boneset, goldenrod, and you've got the muley grass blooming behind me.
Yeah.
So now is the time of the year when all of those seed heads, after they bloom, they'll start to die off, and now's a really good time to start to collect those seeds to replant for next year.
Okay.
So yeah, so all of these flowers in about another month or so will be time to collect. Whenever you see the blooms, it's not just time yet to collect the seeds. But
Okay.
when they start looking kind of like this, pretty ratty,
Yeah.
the seeds will shatter, and that's when you know it's time to collect those seeds. So what we like to do is put these seeds in a bucket and just really beat them up a bit, and then we store them in a nice pillow sack like this
Oh,
for the
wow.
wintertime or until you're ready to plant them. So this will be next year's flowers. So
That
now's
is
the time to do
awesome.
that.
So I never realized too, I always wondered how you collect the seeds from the flowers, but I mean, this is so cool, and these are all native to Louisiana.
Yeah, that's why these things are so hardy. The native plants really just did not blink this summer with all the drought and the heat. Native plants were not bothered at all
Yeah.
by this summer. So native plants are really the way to go, and these wildflowers are as
They're
native
beautiful.
as they get.
And Mark, you stored those seeds in a pillowcase. How long can you
Yeah.
store them for? When will you plant those?
So these will be planted. You can plant them now, or you can wait till spring. You don't want to hold them for more than about 2 years, but you want to make sure that the plant is really dry. You don't want to harvest them early in the morning when there's still dew on them. It'll get a little bit moldy, so you wait until the day is about like it is today. It's really dry. You store them in a pillow sack like this, or something that is breathable. Store them indoors in a nice, cool, dry place, and you can keep them for up to a couple of years.
That's
We're going to
awesome.
go ahead and plant them now. They'll start to germinate in the spring, and then next summer they'll be blooming for us.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love it when you're here to talk plants because we learn something new every time you're on. Mark, we are out of time, but how can people learn more about the park?
You can go to www.moncuspark.org.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us virtually to show us how you can collect wildflower seeds. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you at home, if you want to learn more, head to our website, klaf.com. But let's take a look outside.